Started our morning really early this morning. At about 6:30 we caught the ferry from Sipan, is that Sipan? Sipan, and came over to Dubrovnik. So we did find a place that does bag storage, which is where we're headed right now. So we all have all of our stuff since we're just a couple days from leaving, and so we don't have a car because it's really not necessary in a place like this. So anyway, day started super early. We're gonna drop our bags and then we're gonna explore what appears to be one of the very coolest old towns we've probably seen.
Got our bags dropped. Feels significantly better. Already not as hot, just getting rid of some of the weight, huh?
Like a freaking angel.
We are big fans of the old town bag storage. It's at this cute little guest house, and the owner is adorable. So it was a really reasonable fee. She helped us find the place, and we are excited to get out and explore. The city looks amazing already. So everything here is like this white brick. It's quite spectacular. And then the old, like, little alleys and stuff are some of my favorites. So like we said before, walking the town walls is like the to-do in the morning. We will not to do. There are several Game of Thrones tours and gift shops because they filmed parts. So the Dubrovnik old fort is in the Game of Thrones.
Oh, is it?
So you can see it, and a lot of the tours are by water, and they'll take you out so you can see like the same point of view as you got from the show. At any rate, we've never watched it, so we won't be doing that. Stop number one for us might be coffee. I know, I think we have to. We've been to tons of places that they filmed it. Like, we are going in reverse because it was all over Scotland, it was all over here, so maybe on the to-do list.
We need to go to a cafe though.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. So stop one, it's still kind of early, shops aren't quite open yet. So first step,
This looks
cafe.
like a cafe over here, so you go see. Popped into this little bakery that's just outside the city wall just to get some snacks on the way in.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
It all looks really good though, huh? So a good tip is once you go inside those city walls, their prices go way up. If you get it just outside, it's just a little bit less money.
So this is the Rector's Palace. It is kind of hard to miss. It's quite outstanding. We're enjoying standing here looking at all of the carvings.
And they also have like a statue with a nose rub.
They do have concerts inside Rector's Palace, which would be super cool.
They have one in there?
Concerts.
Oh.
No luck.
So that's stop number one to enjoy, whether it's a walk around the outside, read a little bit online about it, or take the tour inside. And then right next to it, we find this lovely little statue and rub the lucky schnoz.
It looks like the nose. We learned about Rector's Palace, which has survived 2 fires, 2 earthquakes, 4 wars. It has a variety of different Gothic, medieval, and Renaissance all mixed into it from all the damage. And yet, our house just can barely survive 2 earthquakes.
So right across from Rector's Palace, we're gonna head over to the square to the market. We love the little squares with the market set up. There's not a whole lot today on a Monday. And as soon as you walk in, you can smell the lavender. The lavender here is famous. It smells amazing and is a great quality. Better than what we had in Scotland.
It's huge.
It's the best raspberry I've ever. Actually, you know what it reminds me of? We used to pick raspberries with my cousins when we were little. It tastes like that. Reminds me of my cousin Jess's grandpa's. Up here is the Dominican Monastery Museum. Oh yeah, back behind this is the cable car that goes up. Yes. Oh, it is. So here's where one of the entrances. There are 3 to walk the walls. You can buy your tickets ahead and holler. Yeah, so you can buy the Dubrovnik pass. It includes the city walls and the museums, and it is already boiling. Bloody boiling, and it's not even 9 a.m. So this is a staircase that you would walk up as part of it. So we're in the shade. I couldn't imagine walking the city walls in full heat of the day. Don't go at 2 or 3 in the afternoon. There are several walking tours around town. You'll see them going throughout the whole city. we're just gonna wander at our own pace as always, and then we just stop, Google information of each spot so the kids get a little history. This is right as we walk through the entrance, the gates here. And the streets are beautiful. Make sure you stop and look up all the side streets because they're really cool.
Okay, you gotta step up and then take your shirt off as you stand on it. Nope, you can't touch the
You
wall.
have to be able to get your shirt off before you fall without touching the wall. No. Here, can I borrow your shirt to do it? You can't help.
Can you hold this?
Pretty tough, huh?
If you've watched our other cities here in Croatia, you'll see us mention several times how clean the water is. Croatia has some of the best water, not only the cleanest like swimming water, but also great drinking water. And right here in the square is a beautiful fountain, place to fill up your water bottles. See the cute little puppy, and then try the challenge just right here of standing on the step, which if you can stand up on it and hold up while you take your shirt off, supposed to mean that you have good luck. So give yourself a little challenge there. If you're not pulling your shirt off, then someone said there's a 20-second record for standing on it. Also here in the square is the Franciscan Monastery Museum. So it's just right across from the fountain. And it is a great place for concerts as well. You might want to check their schedule while you're in town. You can see there's the steps up to the wall. A lot of people on the wall. And this looks like the place where most people are entering the city. We came in directly opposite, and it was quite a bit quieter at that entrance because it's away from like the cruise port and things like that. This corner is also where you'll find the Hard Rock Experience and the Salvador Dali Exposition, and a place to buy tickets for the wall top or the wall walking. They're $35 for adult, $15 for kids. So you go there.
So everybody else couldn't do the little wall thing where you stand on the ledge and pull your shirt off. I did it because I'm awesome. And I'm lucky.
We don't have any evidence.
Now that we walked around like the outer, most popular section, we've come down some little. That's what we ate this morning with the cheese in it. Trying some food. These little streets are beautiful. They're actually quite well marked. There's like little flags on corners. For example, you get, this will tell you what's down this direction, which is kind of awesome. And then we're just following this beautiful street. I love that they use the lamps as signs for their company.
That is cool. Do you remember how much the burek was outside the wall where we bought it?
Like $2.30, $2.60.
Okay, there's €6 in here, just to give an idea of the difference. And they're both like bakery. It's not like.
If you're not gonna leave the city, then there's a place to get it. You gotta try it while you're here. It's actually delightful. So the burek is a phyllo dough style, and it has a filling. It's rolled and then like spiraled into a circle and cooked. It's really good. It's very light. We got the cheese one. The spinach is like pretty traditional. Definitely think you should try it, but pay $2.60 outside of the walls, not $6 in the walls. I don't know, support the people in here. It keeps the city cool. In the summer where people are having serious problems with heat exhaustion, we are taking it easy. We found this very beautiful, quiet little stairway to stop and drink some water, give our feet some rest. Our children are not thrilled about the early wake-up call. Like, maybe don't plan to explore a city after you wake up earlier than usual. But it means we did get out of the biggest tourist sections where like all of the cruise groups walked through before it got too hot and before it got too busy. So yay for that.
The cruise ships I think dock about 9. So
Yeah.
like between 9:30 and 10:30 it gets crazy.
10 a.m. all the disembarking happens and yikes. So we're taking a little shade break. So we're on this little road here. There's actually a place to refill the water just around the corner. And we're watching people across to the other side, walking the wall, fanning themselves in the heat. And actually I'm quite glad that we're just enjoying this beautiful little spot instead. If you're a Game of Thrones fan, you've seen the scene where someone runs naked across the king's courtyard. Well, that happened right here at what they call the Jesuit stairs. So built by the Jesuits after the style of the Spanish steps. And you can see why when you look, because they look just like them. So on the self-guided walking tour of Dubrovnik, these Baroque style stairs are on the must-see list. And they are actually quite beautiful and shaped just like the Spanish stairs. We did the Spanish steps though in February, and a little bit nicer to walk up them in the cold, but it does give you really cool views of the city. Then from the top of the stairs, we've got the cathedral and this courtyard square. Some more buildings to explore. It's also the first time we've seen this handmade place. There's a couple little vendors, which is quite beautiful. Great little stuff.
So we're exiting the city, which requires a lot of stairs with heavy backpacks. It's gonna be it's a day. It's good though. Backpack storage and luggage storage worked out great. Like just as nice as could be. And now we're just headed out a gate that'll put us close to, or as close as we can get to the main road, so we can either take a bus or call an Uber. We actually took an Uber here because the cost to take the Uber was actually cheaper than the bus. We'll see how it goes. There's a great view of that city wall that again you can take a tour of if you're so inclined. Pretty beautiful. And then this also is where you get on the cable car. So if you wanted to go up on the cable car, you could. Now, my personal opinion is that this stuff is way, way overpriced. One of the more overpriced places we've been. I feel like almost €100 to go up a cable car, and over €100 to walk the wall.
It
Just seems a bit high.
Spend $100 and go skiing.
Just go ski. No, but it's, like I say, it's cool stuff. I can see the fun in it, but the pricing I think is a little bit high. So as we go up this hill, there's Old Town Dubrovnik. So you could pay and walk the wall, or you could do what we did, which is way more fun.
Kids might turn us into.
They might. We'll be okay though.
Wish I was on a kayak right now.
Got fig tree. You guys want a fresh fig? Roxy's killing it. So after my family almost killed me because they thought they were going to die from heat exhaustion.
The hard thing is there's all these people in the news for making bad decisions as parents, and so then I got nervous, like, we're gonna be those parents
see
in the
my
news
sweat,
whose child
yeah.
dies.
So legitimately, the walk
96
ended up being
degrees.
quite a bit further than I assumed. So we ended up calling an Uber, which for 5 people, twice today we planned on taking the bus, but Uber made more sense. So if you're single or like just paying for yourself, it makes all the sense in the world to take the bus. But I mean, we're talking, our first Uber was actually cheaper than the bus, and our second Uber was like €3 more.
But we didn't
So-
have to walk up the last 100 stairs.
Yeah, and yeah, so. Anyway, so what we did is we came to this mall, and it's actually gonna work out pretty well. We just got a few hours to kill. Down, I think our time in Dubrovnik Old Town was a lot quicker than what we thought it would be.
It did. It went. The town is not as big as I anticipated, and we moved through it at a pretty good clip. And we stopped at like every shop. We
Right.
went in the churches. It's beautiful.
Well-
I definitely think it's something we'll do, but it definitely is a half a day.
The other thing is we thought maybe we'd stop and have lunch and stuff, and quite honestly, the prices there, and also knowing I'm gonna get tourist level food, just didn't work. And so instead of having lunch and everything, we ended up leaving. Anyway, we came to this mall. We're not far from our Airbnb, so it's a good setup because this mall is anchored by a grocery store.
We can load up.
We can get all of our food, and then it's a short ride to our Airbnb. So in the end, everything will work out, but that was a pretty intense experience.
So after a long day, hanging out at the mall for a little while, finding something to eat, getting our groceries, we have checked into our final stay here in Dubrovnik in Croatia. We are sad to see the end of our trip here, but we found this cute little spot. We're gonna go down and check out the beach, but that is the end of Croatia for the Teeps fam. It has been a phenomenal trip. We've really loved it, and maybe one of our all-time favorite countries.
It's been really cool.
It's been amazing. And if you wanted like some of the best water we've ever seen, this is it. So we're gonna attempt to cool off for a minute. We're all, woo, and then we're gonna take the trek down to the beach. Enjoy our last day here as a trek. Enjoy our last day here as a family. So make sure to subscribe so you can keep up on all the travel content. Drop us any questions or comments that you might have. We love interacting in the comments with all of you. Thanks for joining us. See you next time. Bye.